Around the world, people of all ages and ethnicities are affected by cancer. According to the World Health Organization, cancer is the leading cause of death worldwide, accounting for 8.2 million deaths in 2012, out of which 694,000 deaths were due to colorectal cancer or colon cancer.
Colorectal cancer is a malignant tumor, meaning that it is a life-threatening tumor that can spread to other parts of the body. It starts in the cells of the colon or rectum, which are a part of the digestive system and make up the large intestine. Colon cancer is mostly common for those over 50, but it is a global issue.
According to the American Cancer Society, only 40% with this cancer are diagnosed early enough for potential therapy. It is highly curable if detected early on, but in absence of any early detection or screening, patients are diagnosed at a very late stage when curative treatments are no longer an option.
Many people do not get tested for cancer because of the long and uncomfortable process of the screening, which may cause complications such as bleeding, pain, food restrictions, etc. Also, those in poverty are not able to get screening done because of the expenses and need of trained personnel.
In Canada, it is recommended that screening for colorectal cancer be done at least every 2 years for people aged 50 and over with stool tests. Stool tests are tests done on solid waste matter which is discharged after food has been digested. They are currently the most reliable method of finding colorectal cancer early but requires doctors such as pathologists to analyze the test.
One stool test is the fecal occult blood test, also known as FOBT, which checks for hidden blood in the stool released by the blood vessels on the surface of tumors in the colon. These tests can be done at home by yourself, but some foods cannot be eaten several days prior, and some medications have to be avoided as well, or the test does not work.
There are also some more advanced tests, which are more effective but very expensive that involve the interference of instruments or other objects into the body. Some of these testing methods are colonoscopy, a very expensive and invasive technology that lets the doctor view the lining of the entire colon using a long, thin, lighted tube. The entire process costs around $2,000 to $4,000.
Another similar test is flexible sigmoidoscopy, which lets the doctor view the lining of the rectum and lower part of the colon using a thin flexible tube. There is also an X-ray of the colon and rectum that can be done to detect the cancer. It is known as double contrast barium anemia, but not everyone has easy access to these expensive and uncomfortable technologies.
Encourage colon cancer screening early on. A more efficient technology needs to be developed. Now a professor from MIT, Sangeeta Bhatia, has developed a colorectal cancer screening method that is non-invasive and requires you to just eat yogurt and do a quick paper-based urine test, which is similar to a home pregnancy test.
Cancer cells produce large quantities of proteases, also known as enzymes, which are like catalysts that help cancer cells break down proteins in order to escape their original locations and spread uncontrollably. The yogurt delivers nanoparticles coated with peptides, which are short protein fragments.
These nanoparticles act as man-made indicators for colon cancer disease as they go through the digestive system. If cancer is in the body, the proteases cut hundreds of peptides from the nanoparticles, which releases them into the bloodstream.
The peptides rapidly build up in the kidneys and are discharged in the urine, where they can be detected using a paper-based tester on which lines would appear if there were peptides discovered. That would indicate that colon cancer is present in the body.
This invention requires little time, money, and causes no pain. It may replace current methods of detecting colon cancer because it is simple, non-invasive, and there would be not the need of a lab, urinalysis, which would be beneficial for many in developing countries where screening tests are very rare.
Also, the bacteria in the yogurt is proven to help fight against colorectal cancer, but this creates a barrier for those who are allergic to dairy products. This could be tackled by making dairy-free yogurt, but the overall distributing of this engineered yogurt would be a challenge that could limit its use.
Cancer rates in developing nations have increased over the past few years, and approximately 1 in 20 people will be diagnosed with colorectal cancer in their lifetime. Early detection of colon cancer could improve these results. This paper test innovation is a possible solution to provide earlier diagnosis to cancer patients, which could lead to potential cure.
It is not certain that this invention may be able to detect the cancerous cells in the early stages of cancer. Despite the successful tests done on cancerous mice, there have been no tests done on colon cancer patients, which questions the reliability of this invention for many doctors and patients.
This new invention could tackle the many problems that people face worldwide when it comes to cancer screening. It could greatly improve cancer screenings in developing countries where 70% of all cancer deaths occur and there is a lack of medical care or it is too expensive to afford for the people.
Although this invention will positively affect possible cancer patients, it will be a downturn for the trained cancer screening personnel and the industries which produce the expensive cancer screening equipment. This innovation is not only inexpensive but does not require expensive medical equipment or trained personnel. Currently, it is being developed for commercialization.
Colorectal cancer detecting yogurt with a paper urine test will benefit the world on a global scale, both economically as well as be a major advancement towards human health. The test will be an inexpensive and very efficient method to detect the cancer, decreasing screening costs for individuals.
Many, especially those in poverty, will finally gain access to tests for colon cancer. This will increase survival rates of colorectal cancer patients as more people will be able and willing to test with this new technology. Overall, this solution is likely to have a very positive impact and takes a step in resolving the issue of inexpensive and accessible health care throughout the world.